Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back. I hope everybody had their lunch today and got some fuel to their brain. Today in math, we're going to be talking about, this week in math, we've been talking about sorting. So today in math, we're going to be talking about sorting recyclables. This morning, we planted some beans, and last week we learned about planting seeds. And next week, we're going to be learning all about plants and the life cycle of plants. But the reason why plants are so important, we learned this morning, is because they're good for the earth, right? It soaks up all the carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide is something that um, vehicles, cars give off when they're driving. So if there was only cars on the planet and no plants, then the whole planet would be full of carbon dioxide and the humans wouldn't have any oxygen to breathe. And we know that we need to breathe in oxygen to go into our lungs so that our blood can carry the oxygen to our brain so that we can focus and function. So it's important for the plants to soak up the carbon dioxide, which gives off from the cars and such, because that's pollution. So some other ways to keep pollution down is to recycle. And first, in order to recycle, you need to sort your paper goods, you need to sort your plastic goods, you need to sort your canned goods, and glass. You need to sort your glass. So those are the areas that we're going to be sorting. Yesterday, we sorted based on shape. Earlier this week, we sorted based on size, and we sorted based on color. So today, we're going to be sorting based on type of recyclable. So let me start my presentation so you can see into my window. Isn't this so cool? All right, it's math time. Here we go, here we go. It's math time. Here we go, here we go. Today is the day to learn something new. We're going to reduce, reuse, and recycle. Reduce means that you reduce the amount of energy you use. So you turn the lights off when it's time to go to bed or leave the room. You don't leave the water running when you brush your teeth. You turn the water off and then you turn it back on. So you're not wasting. Reusing means that you use something over and over again. So maybe you pass your clothes down to your little brother so you don't have to buy new clothes. Or you take a plastic bag, like Miss Trisha did here, and she reused it. She didn't throw it away when it was time for it to be done. I just reused it to store some of my products in. See, I have a plastic bag here that I reused. And then recycle, we're going to learn about is when they take the products, like the paper products and the plastic products and aluminum products, they take it to a recycling plant and they break it down and they turn it into something completely new and made out of that material. So those are the ways that we help the planet. Before we get started, let's go over our classroom rules. Make sure your eyes are looking, your ears are listening, your mouths are closed, your hands are in your lap, and you're sitting comfortably. All right, we're going to stand up and dance to our recycling song. Here we go. Children's songs, sing and move along. Children's songs, make your brain and body strong. Make your brain and body strong. Recycle. Every day, just a little goes a long way. Recycle. Every day, just a little goes a long way. Recycle. Paper, cardboard, glass. Recycle. Plastic, bottles, aluminum cans. Recycle. Newspapers and magazines. You can do it. Recycle every day. Recycle every day. Just a little goes a long way. Recycle every day. Just a little goes a long way. Just a little goes a long way for our planet.
Cardboard,
Glass, recycle.
plastic,
Bottles and aluminum cans, recycle.
newspapers, and magazines. You can do it, recycle every day.
Recycle.
Every day. Just a little goes a long way.
Recycle.
Every day.
Just a little goes a long way. Just a little goes a long way. It's important to take care of our planet. So here is our book at getepic.com. I want to remind moms and dads at this time that you all have a Get Epic account. I have resent out the links for moms and dads to connect. And you guys can find these books underneath our assignments. And you can also find books that are related. So the name of our book is How I Reduce, Reuse, and Recycle. And it says, what steps can you take to help the environment? Discover how this responsible kid makes green choices to help our planet. And again, it's kind of like a life cycle, right? When we get finished using something, we don't want to just throw it away. We want to recycle it so that it can be reused as something else. So it can go into a cycle, right? I want to care for the planet, and I will start at home. First, I reduce the trash I make. I drink from a glass instead of a plastic water bottle. I reduce the energy and the water I use. I turn off the lights I'm not using. And if you're not using your computer, you can turn that off too. I turn off drippy faucets. Next, I reuse. I give my brother an old t-shirt that doesn't fit me. And I make a bird feeder out of a milk jug. This is a good activity to do together as a family if you wanted to. You can even take old paper towel rolls and wrap them in, roll them in peanut butter and then roll them in bird seed and hang those in trees. But this one, she just cut out holes in a milk jug and she put the seeds inside. That is a good activity. Finally, I recycle. I collect cans and bottles and paper. I put them in the recycling bin. The truck takes them to the plant where they become something new. That's how I care for my plants at home. How would you do it? So here's this activity. It says write a story. Pretend that you are responsible for reducing, reusing, and recycling in your home. On a separate sheet of paper, write a story about the steps that you would take to do this job. Use at least 3 of the words shown on the opposite page to write your story. So here's your story word list. First, next, then, last, before, after, and finally. And here's some fun facts. Most U.S. homes recycle 900 aluminum cans a year. You can recycle cans, bottles, glass, paper, magazines, paper and plastic bags, and batteries, video games, and even your old TV. Find out which items can be recycled where you live. Recycling 1 aluminum can saves enough energy so that you can listen to 10 songs on your iPod. And here's your glossary. We have energy, plant, recycle, reduce, and reuse. And let's take our quiz. Start the quiz. What can you do to reduce the trash you make? Are you going to drink out of a paper cup that you throw away? Are you going to make a flower pot? Are you going to drink out of a plastic cup? Or are you going to use a glass or a reusable water bottle? I think in the story, she drank out of a glass so that she can wash it and not throw it away. How can I reduce, reuse, and recycle? I can turn off the bread I'm not using to save energy. That would be silly. I can turn off the lights and water I'm not using to save energy. That sounds a little bit right. Let's see the other answers. I can turn off the sunlight. Now we know we can't do that. And we can't turn off the ocean. So I think the answer is lights and water. correct. How can I reduce, reuse, or recycle? What wastes energy? Leaving the lights on, a leaky faucet, or all of the above? And we know that all the above waste energy. What 3 items can you collect to recycle? Do you recycle chicken, steak, and bread? No, we eat those. Do we recycle water, towels, and socks? No, we use and wear those. Do we recycle mops, orange juice, and hair? That would be silly. How about cans, bottles, and paper? I think that's correct. Choose the correct word that matches the definition. To find a new way to use something instead of throwing it away. Is that reuse? That sounds a little bit right. Plants? No, plants are things that grow on the ground. Put away would be like to clean up. And energy is not finding a new use for something. I think it's reuse. Choose the correct word to match the definition. To use trash such as glass, plastic, and cans to make new products. And we know that means to recycle. We got one more question. Choose the correct word to match the definition. To make something smaller in size, amount, or number. And that we did not learn in our story, so I'm going to give you that answer. That means to compress, reduce. Whoops, Miss Trisha got it wrong. Oops, I got an answer wrong. Reduce. Let's finish our book. And here's some more first step nonfiction responsibilities in action. How I care for my pet, how I can clean up the park, how I clean up my room, how I do my homework. We earned 214 points for reading for 9 minutes. Good job, friends. And now we're going to go to this website, starfall.com. If you click on the Mother Earth link, it takes you to a game. Right here. Let's see what happens. Every day is Earth Day. Earth. That says, let's clean up our planet. Paper, cans, plastic. Can you help clean up this mess? So we have some paper here, and this is a sorting activity you guys can do. Cans, there's some plastic. And look, the more we clean up, the more birds and butterflies and animals start to come out, if you notice. Oh, see, there's a fish and a bunny rabbit. There's a butterfly and a raccoon. Thank you. We can make Earth a better place. Oops, what happened? So see here, we go to the Earth right there. Not sure what happened. While we're waiting, here we go, here we go. Good job waiting, good job waiting. Earth. All right, here we go again. We have paper, can, and plastic. This is a good math activity, a sorting activity. You're sorting by type, not just by size or color or shape, but by type. And it looks like the more I clean up, the more less trash there is, the more Mother Nature comes out. And we're learning that with the coronavirus. The more people stay inside, the less they're driving their cars, the less trash they're leaving outside, and the more Earth is taking. So let's see, what can we do here? Oh, it looks like he's. Our big Earth needs cleaning now. Our big, our big Earth needs cleaning, cleaning. Our big Earth needs cleaning too now. Pick up the trash, plant a tree. Our big Earth needs cleaning today. So maybe you guys might want to start a garden. And we have the dirt. And there she goes watering the plant. And let's see what happens next. Oh, thumbs up. The end. That's at starfall.com. Another great activity for you guys to practice at home. And here is our sorting recycling objects. Take a picture and send it to me. So you guys can either draw these pictures or you can print this out and cut it. You're gonna sort, or you could go to the Starfall activity and take a video of you guys doing the sorting game there too. So write your full name and take a picture to send to us and sort through these items and save items that you may normally throw in the trash. But first, sort them by paper. So paper would be cereal boxes, newspaper, magazines, mail, flattened cardboard, and paper tubes. Or plastic would be kitchen and laundry bath bottles and containers, empty and replace the cap. And then we have cans, so aluminum and steel cans. And then we have glass, bottles and jars. And then we have food cartons, empty and replace the cap. So you can take those to a recycling bin to teach your child about the importance of recycling. It says RECYCLE. It begins with you and me. Recycle. Thank you today for learning about how to reduce, reuse, and recycle. The part of our math lesson was to sort. So if you go to starfall.com or you take a picture or print the picture or draw the pictures, or maybe you just find some items around your house like old mail and some plastic bags, and you can sort those out into piles, and then you can just take a picture. And then make sure you take it to the recycling plant. Thank you for sticking with me today. Some reminders to get into Google Classroom. Make sure you do the Gmail first and put your child's email address in. On Monday, there will be no Zoom. There will also be no live recorded lessons because it's Memorial Day. So everybody sit back and relax. We'll be back on Tuesday with a live Zoom with Miss Cecile, and also my pre-recorded lessons will be posted on YouTube. They automatically update onto Google Classroom. I try to get them onto Dojo the same day also. Please make sure that you're following along and doing the assignments. It really means a lot to us that we put all this work in. For you guys to reciprocate and give us the work back means a whole lot to us. So thank you again for everything, and I will see you next week. Tomorrow is our specials. So you have art, music, PE lessons to choose from. Have a good afternoon and stay safe, everybody. Talk